put some moisturizer on my face. Put my charger on, just in case. Hey, gang. Oh, look at me. There we go. Hey, gang. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody? Hey, my loves. How is everyone today? Hope all is doing well. Hey, gang, gang. So we're almost on the equinox, guys. It's Saturday. We're almost there, okay? Hi, Be So Savage. Good morning, Gabs. Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a general. And then I'm going to get into the elements, okay? So we're going to start there. Drop a word for how you felt this morning. How's the energy feeling to you now that we're out of the Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde? We're still in the shadow. And we're about to hit the equinox. So what's your energy feeling like? Drop a word. So the first card we have here is review. You're feeling drained with grief. Yeah. There's a lot to release happening now after the Mercury retrograde and the Venus retrograde. Tired. Okay. Yeah. You can't sleep. Okay. And you know, I had a lot of clients hit me up about dreams. Dreams are very vivid. I had a dream myself. Okay. What's good, Jennifer? Okay. So there's a lot of it's like a mixed bag because we're in the tail end of releasing but also getting ready for the new chapter. Okay, feel different and trouble sleeping at night. Yeah, that, you know, and not for nothing, but if you can do like a calming tea, like a chamomile, some of you who like blue lotus, you know, this would assist. Okay, you got symbiosis. Okay, we're preparing. It's like we're preparing to come into alignment with new frequencies, new people, places, and things. But to do that, we have to finish up the purge. Okay, Rich Rising, my love. Okay, so it's a lot of that. It's like a very much of a mixed bag, okay? Okay, fourth house, home, okay? And you may be, you know, I suggest, you know, everybody talks about spring cleaning. Everybody talks about spring cleaning. You know, nobody talks about fall cleaning. And about the shifting energy and preparing your home. You know, and on TikTok, you see these things every first of the month talking about blow cinnamon through your door. Let me tell you something. Cinnamon is a very powerful herb. Okay, and you know, a lot of people like pumpkin spice and that, and you know, allspice. You know, if I was you, I would do a cleansing to your home, sage or palo santo, however you like to do it. Mop your floors, you know, with some Florida water and that, and then you know, put some cinnamon all throughout your home. Very soon, you know, they're gonna be selling the cinnamon brooms. We could have a whole live about that. You know, they're gonna be cones. Listen, spread that shit through your home. Okay? So I feel like the energy, set a protective energy to your home right now. This will assist so that, you know, when we're coming in from the world, bay leaves in all the corners. We're, you know, setting the frequency of our home so that when we come through the threshold, we're getting like recharged and cleaned at the same time. Super important. Okay, a lot of us spiritists, you know, we already know, like, we change our clothes when we come in. You know, for you lay people, like, listen, get out of those work clothes. You know, you was at work and, you know you got co-workers that be on some bullshit, or there's a lot of negative energy. Don't stay in those fucking clothes when you get home. Take them off. Take your shower, reset your frequency. Okay, because it's a lot about letting things go, leaving it outside. Okay, you got Gemini, cross pollinate. Okay, they're telling me that a lot of you have been on your spiritual journey at least 2 years or more. Okay, and so now it's time for you to like know how to shift your energy back. What's good, cheerfully sweet? Like how to get out of that funk. And YouTube, if we could equal out the likes, please, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so now that you're aware of like how your frequency works and how others that come in, thank you for the heart me, my love. Good morning. Now that you're more aware of the frequency that you carry and how it's affected by other frequencies, then you have to put into practice ways that you can reset that frequency quick, fast, and in a hurry, because now that's where the negative energy lives. Now, once you recognize your own frequency, okay, and then somebody comes in and disturbs your peace. Yes, part of the assignment is to look at why that triggered you, but also part of the assignment is knowing how to reset that, right? So if water helps you, go take a fucking shower, right? Or get yourself, one of those desktop waterfalls so you can hear that sound constantly, right? If it's fire, burn some fucking candles. Figure out what helps you. Some people's going to be meditation. Some people's going to be listening to, jazz music. Some people's going to be frequency music. Figure out what helps you reset and make that part of your returning home ritual. If playing soccer, okay, which is like a physical, you need to burn off physical energy to reset, then that's fine. Whatever it is for you, right? Because we're all individuals. Okay, what's good, Project Execute? You understand? So find that thing that you could do for 15, 20 minutes, an hour that will help you reset. Maybe the soccer helps you with your endorphins. It doesn't matter what your practice is, as long as it recalibrates your frequency. Now, I would say in reference to the soccer, but you could put anything in that, okay? Soccer is a multi-person sport, right? So can you do the reset like just practicing kicking the ball around and exercising with the ball on a solo dolo, right? Because what you need to do is make sure that whatever it is, whether it's physical activity, whether it's motivational listening, whatever it is, that you could do it by yourself if you had to. Okay? All right, so Gemini cross-pollinate came out, Chiron healed, okay? We're trying to not only, get to whatever we're trying to manifest, being a better person, changing our situation, but we're also trying to heal the parts of us that prevent us from reaching what we're trying to attain. What good is it if you recognize the trauma that you have, okay, if you're not going to take steps to alleviate that? You feel, hold on. Okay, so it's affecting your relationships based off of, and your interpersonal skills based off of something that happened to you as a child. Just knowing that information is only part of the equation. So how do you respond when that trigger arises, which it will, because it's something that you're going to be working on? You need to set some ways that help you feel better and reset, that are healthy, that don't affect you detrimentally. right? So that's how you work in tandem with learning the trigger, with healing the trigger and using that to advance yourself. Okay. It would. I'm gonna give you another example real quick, and then we're gonna move on. Let's talk about somebody who suffers a drug addiction. Everybody knows somebody who suffers a drug addiction at some point in their life. If somebody was an alcoholic, right, the first step is acknowledging that you have a problem, correct? But if you acknowledge that you have a drinking problem, and then that's all you do is acknowledge it and stay in the bar on the same stool every day, you didn't really do anything about it. You just recognize that that's the stem. Opposition, confrontation. The next step is doing something about it. You see how spirit talks? Okay? So understand that just because whatever is ailing you or whatever is triggering you or whatever is the core of what has happened to you in your life and how it affects, how you move through this 3D, that's not enough, guys. Right? Because if we had a medical condition, right? If you had diabetes, you wouldn't just go to the doctor. The doctor tells you have diabetes and then you don't do shit about it. You would die because you would need medication to correct that. You see what I'm saying? All right. So Spirit's telling us the knowledge that we got during the Venus and Mercury retrograde was not only to heal the parts of ourselves and to see like what we might have had too close to us that wasn't for our highest good, but now that we have that information, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Is it all about just cutting people off, or what you gonna do about within yourself and what's happening within you? There's where the accountability lies. Not to say that what has traumatized you is your fault, but once you recognize where it comes from, now that's where your responsibility begins. Okay? And I say that because I have lived through that. Okay, I had a very tumultuous childhood, right? And I recognize that it doesn't matter what happened. It's how I respond to it, how I deal with the things that have happened. And my hope and the reason why I do this work is to assist others to get to that same realization. Okay? The things that have happened to you do not make you powerless, okay? Not confronting them does. All right? So drop your elements. Let's see who's going to go up first today. I see earth in the house. I see water. I see fire. I see water. I see water. I see earth. I see earth. I see air. I see fire. Fire, water, earth, earth, air, water, air, fire, water, water, fire, earth, water, water, air, air, water, air, air, water, air, earth. I see YouTube ain't voting. They must just gonna rely on y'all. Fire, fire, air, fire, water, 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 air, 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 water, air, air, air. Okay, we're gonna go with water. And let's see, water had a rough reading last time. We're gonna see if you guys are starting to feel better. You had grief coming out here sideways. Gotta let something go. I think I better let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Okay, with courage. I feel like you've released some stuff, water signs. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But there's a piece that is still there's a bug under my bed and there's a little green man in my head. Paranoia, self-destroyer, right? So there's something in this experience, water signs, that you've been trying to face, deal with, external things, okay? Thank you guys for the gifts. But there's one piece, okay? One piece that is within you, and that's the heart, that's the scary part. Because it's going to make you feel naked. Okay, so this feels like something about accountability. I'm also getting water signs, something about a skewed perspective that got changed recently. Okay, with the doubt, ain't no sunshine when she's gone, right? The doubt coming out cross. It feels like part of the problem, water signs, is like you feel you're stuck. You're stuck so for personal questions, I don't take personal questions during the elements, okay? If you want a personal question, you can book in the bio. Okay? But please listen to your element because your answer will be in your element. With the grief crossed and the courage upright and the doubt, something that you released is stuck. Like you're stuck holding it here, and it's because there's a fear related to it. With the doubt coming out cross, it's like you don't believe that whatever it is missing you, or whatever it is that is you're feeling that the other person is not feeling. So you're not understanding as above so below, in a sense. Okay, freedom, right? You're very much concerned with this other person's like energy. Aquarius is an air sign. You're very stuck in the energy of wondering if this person is feeling what you're feeling. And that is a way for you to be distracted from the work that you need to do. Because if they're feeling the same thing as you, what does that change your situation? How does it change your situation? What's good, super vibes? How does it change your situation? Honestly, I'm like seriously asking a question. Even if they feel exactly how you feel, how will that help you be more courageous in the situation you're facing? Okay? So it's you, instead of using the energy of how you could face whatever you have to face, it's like you're using the energy to wonder if they feel how you feel. And that is going to set you back. You understand? It's going to set you back because the focus is you, my love. Okay, indecision. You see, while you're doing that, you're not making a decision in the way that you're moving forward. Okay, so spirit is not chastising you. It's telling you to pull your energy back from people, places, and things and refocus it on yourself. Okay, spirit, can you show me? Yeah, discipline, right? I feel like whatever it is, you pick up the phone, you think about saying something or sending a message, but then something prevents you. Freedom, again, at the bottom of the deck. Okay? And let's say that this situation were to rectify itself and you didn't do the work that you needed to do on yourself in that interim time. Would it last? I don't care if this is family, friend, or lover. If you've put all your frequency into how this person, I'm on water signs right now, and how this, if this person is aligning with your grief, okay? Or if they're feeling what you're feeling, right? Then when they return, if they were doing the work they were supposed to do and you didn't, that would be a recipe for disaster. You understand? Forgiveness, okay? I feel like some of y'all, something could have triggered y'all. Something could have triggered y'all. And when it triggered y'all, your response, hey Shannon, your response, it, okay? And love, okay? So this person that, you know, you have love for them and they have love for you, I feel. But I also hear, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? And I'm feeling like what Spirit is saying is that, you know, there's love there, but there's also something that is that may be a priority over that, and that could be you protecting you, or them protecting them, or something that feels larger that you feel like you can't get past. And I feel like some kind of response that you gave, right? I feel like maybe you wish you hadn't maybe phrased it in that way. Okay? Okay, but I feel like at the same time, it wasn't what you said wasn't true. But either it wasn't the whole picture, or it showed more about your wound and not just the situation. You understand? All right, so we're gonna get you some tarot. This is for water. Okay, so focusing on what they feel is not assisting you, because once again, that's where you'll make the mistake, because you're not coming from your higher self. You're coming from a place of lack. Spirit, can you show me? Okay, you got the bonus card out here. You have what it takes to overcome this, but you're holding back with the Four of Pentacles, because the Seven of Cups, you're more concerned with what you can't see, what you don't know, okay? And then you have the Five of Cups, and it's just keeping you in a frequency to cry over spilled milk or what was lost instead of what could be gained. Grand Rise, like, and then Strength card, okay? So it's like you're resisting something. You're resisting the change, the winds of change and the moon, because you're too busy looking back. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Because this is about you wanting somebody to come back and have a different perspective, but they've had a different perspective too. And the King of Swords, they're looking at something from a fact and logic, okay? Which is why that song came out, okay? What's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? So the Judgment card is, the Chariot card is here talking about somebody felt, whether you agree with it or not, somebody felt that there was something larger than the love part that couldn't be moved beyond. Okay, so this could be within them, this could be within you, this could be anything. Let's say this person had an addiction and they said, I can't heal my addiction here with you. Yes, I love you, but I have to pour into myself. Hey, my love, right? Then that would be 11:11 on the clock. That would be, selfish of you to say, no, stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Right? Just giving you an example. Right? There are situations that are larger. Let's say, I'm going to give you another example. This is a fucked up example, but this is factual. Let's say you're dealing with a man or you're a man dealing with a woman, or even in the same sex situation, right? You're dealing with somebody and y'all been dealing with 18 months, but it's been casual, but there's been feelings, right? And that person ends up having a one night stand. All you want from me is a one night stand. All you want from me is a one night stand, right? And they get somebody pregnant, or they get pregnant. They might say, you know what? I know that I love you, but I can't leave my child. So, and it's not the right thing to do. I cheated. I gotta just, deal with what the fuck I gotta deal with and man up or woman up, right? You could be hurt and they could love you and you could love them, but at some point there has to be a thing of reality. Like, okay, I understand that you feel like this is more important. I'm just giving you an example. Okay? So, let's continue. Spirit, where's the bonus card here? Two of Wands, because you have to make a decision about what's for your highest good. Are you going to get stuck about thinking about what you lost or what didn't have a strong enough foundation anymore, or at least not at this time, right? It's a time to focus on self, right? So the Four of Pentacles is also here. It's coming out with the Eight of Cups, right? For some of you, this person could have had a conversation with you about something, where you could have had a conversation with them like, listen, if X, Y, and Z can't be fixed, then it's time to leave. Some of y'all said that to somebody and they chose to leave. Four of Wands. Okay? But I feel like for the person that happened to, you had spoken to your ancestors, spirit guides, whatever. You had told them that you wanted the truth and you wanted to be free of the pain. And spirit granted your wish for a peaceful home. Did that mean that you wouldn't have to feel some pain? Yes. But in the long run, it would bring you the stability, because this Seven of Cups is showing that there was a lot of chaos that couldn't be built there. Or that this person wasn't there to build the same thing or whatever, right? So this is like hard realizations that you have to go through for stability's sake, to create your stability. Okay, so you have the Five of Cups. Yes, there's sorrow attached to it. Your first card out was grief. But the Four of Cups is, Four of Swords is here. Okay, this is representing a time for healing. But if you're concentrated on wondering if this person... I am so tired of these heifers. Okay, if you come in here trying to hit people up for a reading, they're getting a reading and it's free. Okay? They're getting a reading and it's free. What's good, Tammy? As you see, I don't hit you guys up. So if anybody hits you up offering you a reading, it's fake. Because you can only book with me online, okay? And these people that come in here, they just want to rip you off. Because if they were as gifted, they would be doing their own live right now. Words of wisdom. Five of Cups is out here with the Four of Swords, okay? So this is a time for you to heal from whatever realizations. Thank you guys for all the love and the gifts, right? But if you're concentrating on, I wonder if this person's crying over spilled milk like me. Do they hurt like me? Are they feeling like me? Are they sad like me? Do they feel like everything is gone? What's good, Jennifer LaRoe? You see how then your energy is them, right? To magnify their new beginning. And then on top of that, they're going to feel the energetic pull because that's what you'll be doing. And they're like boundaries become hardened. Okay, so you got the strength card up here. Spirit's telling you concentrate on yourself, strengthen yourself. Okay, and the Fool here for the new beginning, because it's time for you to head in a new direction. Okay, find out what's important to you. But it's like you're so concerned with like some kind of closure you feel you didn't get or something, and judgment, and wondering if they're gonna come back. Baby, come back. You could blame it all on me because I was wrong, right? Five of Swords, but you would be manipulating yourself out of the future that you have requested from the divine. With the Nine of Wands, it's like resisting the very thing you asked for. Okay, I told you, you asked for Spirit to show you the truth, and they did. Okay, with Temperance here, it's time to heal yourself and your inner wounds. Okay, because that's what's giving you this feeling of lack, abandonment issues. It's not so much that the person isn't there. It's the you feeling like I'm losing again. Why is this happening again? Right? So that's putting you, it's like you are counting the losses and not the wins, babes. You're counting the losses and not the wins. Okay? That's what I have for my water signs. Spirit wants you to use this time. Okay? This, you know, this fall equinox, do like a spiritual cleansing in your home. Do a spiritual bath if you have to. Reset your frequency. You're worried about things outside. Okay, okay, okay. Now let's drop the other elements. Let's see who else is coming up. I see earth, I see air, I see fire, fire, earth, air, fire, fire, earth, fire, 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 earth, fire, air, air, earth, 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 air, fire, fire, air. Water already went. Fire, air, fire, fire. All right, fire it is. Aries, Leo, and Sag. Pull up, please. Aries, Leo, and Sag. You guys are up next. Spirit, can you show me thank you guys for all the love and all the gifts. I greatly appreciate you. You got regret out here, fire signs, with envy. I'm already picking up like somebody showed their ass, fire signs. You're welcome. Somebody showed their ass. They let their mask slip, I feel like. Okay. This is somebody that's close to you. Cousin, sibling, parent, partner, best friend, coworker. Okay, I feel like something happened for you positively or is about to, but I feel like this might already happen. And you got to see the real about somebody, about how maybe they covet something you have, like they want something you have, or they want your vibration, the way you show up. I kind of like, I feel like you almost want, it's not revenge, but you want them to eat their fucking words. Okay, I feel like and you might have got this energetically from them. Like maybe you said something that happened for you and this person made a face, or maybe you're good at reading energy, but you know now how this person views something. And I feel like most of the time you prefer not to like broadcast, but this shit make you almost want to broadcast. But don't let your ego get ahead of you, okay? I feel like what you want is for this person to come to you and, you know, like say sorry that they had that view of you, or something. It's something to that effect, okay? Like you want them to regret something. Fear, right? I'm also getting heavy Leo energy, like the lion, like, you know, hear me roar, like, bitch, you should be scared. Like that kind of, you know, like, right? With freedom. But listen, don't get caught up like the water signs. Don't get caught up in moving, you know, towards your own purpose to prove something to somebody else, because then it's like you're birthing new karma for yourself, okay? Imagination, right? We are on the fire signs. Okay, so this feels like, let's say you're trying to open a business. You're trying to open a business and you're doing pretty well, right? And now you're going to get a store. You got a pretty big circle of friends, right? And you see like, you know, maybe 10 of your friends are like, oh my goodness, for sure I'm there, right? But then like, you know, 3 of your besties, they didn't even fucking like the shit. Right? They'll say, oh, I was busy, whatever, right? And I'm not saying like social media is that important or that you should put that importance on that, but it could have showed you something. Right? But now if you put that energy to, I want these specific friends to see how fabulous I'm doing, you've already taken the energy from the business and what you were trying to attain and now focused it on proving a point, which is going to backfire. Okay, use your imagination and your alchemy skills to further your own, you know, your own steps forward, okay? Discipline, okay? Because a lot of times that negative frequency that we're feeling coming off from somebody else, they're just like monitoring spirits, okay? They're being hijacked for the moment for like spirit to, and both positively and negatively, to see if you'll fall for some shit again, to see if you got the same triggers, to see if your ego gonna step in, right? And how you respond to that. Or will you just focus on what you were trying to manifest and let what people are supposed to receive on their own. You don't have to put your ego into it. Okay? And you may not even realize that, because as a fire sign, there's like this warrior spirit, but some battles you don't need to entertain. You feel me? Because what these other people may feel, don't, you know, what they eat don't make you shit, right? Right? Spirit, can you show me? So, Knight of Wands, okay? I feel like you've tried a lot of new things in your time, okay? I feel like somebody here might feel like, oh, this is just another one of those times where fire sign is starting something and they may not finish it, or who knows, right? But you have to be driven towards something, okay? And if it doesn't feel right, you're gonna, you know, leave it behind, right? So the Empress out here crossed, somehow this opinion that this other person or group of people had, it affected your confidence. And that's the part you should look at and fuck what they feeling. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you're even paying mind to that is talking about how confident you are. Okay? Not about whether they're right or wrong. How about that? How about we use that frequency to look at the accountability on why these people's opinions in some way is stealing our frequency, because only we can allow that, not them. Okay? What's good, Brianna? I did water signs already, and I'm on fire signs now. Thank you guys for the finger heart. Thank you. Thank you guys for all the gifts. You know, I'm just trying to show you that a lot of times, yes, you know, we feel things when situations arise with others, but they're really a mirror to look at why we're feeling a certain way. I'm not saying that these people don't count at all. You know, that's like a secondary thing, because your journey here is your journey for you to learn things, right? So it's also teaching you how to navigate those friendships, those relationships. But the main purpose is for you to navigate the lessons you need to learn. Okay, so you got the Knight of Wands out here. Spirit, why is this Knight of Wands out here for my fire signs, please? With the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so now it feels very much like you took this person's backhanded comment. What's good, Copenhagen? It's like you took this backhanded comment that was made, or this frequency that was thrown your way, and you took it as a lack of love. Okay? And that could be the case, but I feel like no, it's more of a lack of self-love that they have in themselves, that they don't feel like they could do whatever you're doing, whatever blessing you're getting. And so because of that, they've responded or thrown up or projected their own shit. But now, once it was projected on you and the way you received it, that part's on you. Yes, with the video and the friends liking it, because you're healing. Okay, once you start changing your frequency and your aura, the people who were in a lower frequency around you, they're going to be fucking triggered by that. So they're not going to be expressing all of that support, because they don't even have it for themselves. How they're going to give it to you? So you interpreting it as a lack of love for it towards you, that may be true, but really it's more indicative of the fact that they don't have love for themselves, right? But you went and put their emotion on like a coat. So now it's making you doubt yourself, right? Temperance, right? Patience. So once you allow that frequency in to lower your frequency, right? Instead of the Empress in the upright, she came out crossed, right? Then now what happens is it temperance, time, patience, it's slowing down, because you now need to heal that part. You feel me? Because although you could have been rising in thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate y'all. Even though you are like leveling up, as you level up, there are times when you have to go back down the ladder, because as you ascend, you're like, oh shit, I realize that, you know, 3 rungs down, I still have a little work. Let me run down there, fix that part, and then come back up. You understand? So the 6 of Pentacles is here. Spirit, why is the 6 of Pentacles here for my water signs? Went back to the beginning. Yep. The 6 of Pentacles with the 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups came out a little diagonal, right? There was a time when you and this person were like equal counterparts, whether it was a lover situation, a family member, sibling, friend. And you missed that. There was a time when you guys could count on each other. Okay? But the King of Pentacles, you're building something stable for yourself right now. Okay? And I'm getting an image, okay? So when I was younger, lifelong friend, right? A lot of times we were young, we had children young, And it seemed often than not, one of us would have an apartment, the other one wouldn't. You know, we were still trying to grow up and be young women, right? So often we would assist each other, stay with each other, right? And I feel like you miss that support, but what you don't understand is that maybe now you are putting a foundation to take you to the next level. This person has some work to do before they can join you, but if you interpret it as like hatred or whatever, you won't get that back because you're seeing it in that perspective rather than a fact that this person doesn't have it to give to themselves. Okay, so here's the Tower, Spirit. The Tower comes out with the Queen of Swords crossed, okay? I feel like the worst thing you could do right now is respond in a bitter and harsh way. Because any hope, and more so, I'm not even talking about like, this could be you know, somebody you've been fucking with. Fuck them. Who cares? But like if this is like a lifelong friend, or this is like a sibling or something like that, if you respond bitterly, the damage could be baked in. Okay, Hangman, sometimes it's better not to say anything and understand that some people are not healed yet. Okay, and the fact that you can say that is also giving yourself the grace because you're not healed yet either, or else this shit wouldn't have triggered you. You feel me? See the mirror? All right, with the Temperance card. Spirit, why? Coming out with the Four Swords crossed and the Two of Pentacles in the upright. Because healing is still possible in this situation, but it's not going to be right now. Okay, Two of Pentacles, right? It feels like you need to balance the things that are before you right now. Okay, Four of Swords, they're not ready, and maybe you're not either because you're triggered towards like a wound that they have. Okay, and just leave this Hierophant here. Have the hope and faith, okay, that some type of long-standing relationship will stand the test of time after some fucking healing. Okay, and I feel like the passion does return. And for some of you may find out, like, let's say this was a beef with your friend. You may find out that your friend was going through something that you weren't aware of, and that is why they were acting that way. But for right now, concentrate on what you're building, okay? Worrying about how it's being received is only going to lower your vibration right now, okay? And I feel like you are leveling up in some way. How people are handling that really isn't a reflection of you, my dear. Okay? So that's what I have for the fire signs. Let's drop either air or earth. Let's see who's in the house. I see air. I see air. I see earth. I see air. I see earth. I see air. I see earth. I see air, earth, air, earth, air, 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 earth, air, 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 earth, 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 air, earth, air, air, earth, air. Okay, it's air. All right, guys. So we're going to take a look and see what's going on with my air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Pull up. Let's see what's popping with my air signs and what you guys got going on right now. Okay, what transformative energy is around my air signs? Show me, Spirit. You got worry out here coming out cross. I really feel like you're trying to purge the energy of worry. Okay, it's like, so they're showing me like, hey, honey, I feel like the more you try to not pay attention to it, like you feel it underneath. Okay, acceptance is here in the upright. Something you're trying to accept as it is what it is. Trust is coming out crossed, okay? There could be something you're not sure can stand the test of time, or you're not sure if trust can be rebuilt. What's good, Junior Padilla? Okay, so we got happiness up here in the upright. I am on the air signs right now, my love. Okay, with doubt. I feel like you don't want to put all your fucking eggs in one basket, air signs. Okay, I'm getting the rolling of the dice. I feel like there's a thorn underneath. Like, is this going to work? It's like you're trying to avoid a red flag, but you're not sure if it's a red flag. Okay, for my air signs, you could be having difficulty accepting all parts of somebody. Okay? Because I feel like this is mirroring something from before. Either in the same person or in somebody else. Give me an example. Let's say you've been with somebody for 5 years. Let's say in the first year, there was an infidelity. But since then, shit has been good. Now this person comes to you and proposes. You're concerned if you accept that shit might happen again. Or let's say you were the person who was unfaithful. With this trust card, can we go past the infidelity that happened? Do we really have a chance at being happy? Now, if it wasn't this person, the same thing happened in that relationship, but the other relationship went really fucking south, and you're not sure if this one will do the same. I feel like something is showing you that it could be very happy, but only if trust can be rebuilt and if the worry goes away. And that's the problem, right? Doubt and blame, right? I also feel like this doubt and blame is like you're teetering, air signs. Let me just stop 1 second. There's a fake tarot reader in the chat. So not only is she a fake, but she's also acting as a fraud as Jasmine, which is one of the biggest tarot readers on TikTok with over 3 million followers. Okay? And this woman comes in here with 3,000 followers. Do not hit her up. She's going to rob from you. Okay? All right? I had to stop that because, you know, it's one thing for these raggedy ass scammers to come in, but even worse for the ones that are like using the big name people, because some people wouldn't realize, right? And they'll see her picture and they'll be like, oh my God, Jasmine, you see? So I just want y'all to have discernment. Discernment. Check these people's pages. If anybody hits you up saying that they're me and they have, you know, less than 10,000 followers, you know what's good. If the number looks too low, it is. Okay? So with the blame and the doubt here, what I was saying about the air signs is like feeling a concern that if I put all of my my hopes and dreams in this, will it backfire? And then if it does, what I do like about this air signs is you're coming out from the gate with accountability. Because it's like you're saying, if I give myself over to this, then it'll be my fault. So I like that, air signs. Okay? I like that. Now, the thing is, don't get stuck in the mental place. And yes, guys, the only place you can book with me is on my website, okay? I will never be in your DMs talking about you need a reading. And not for nothing. Those that are like in my Patreon and my closest clients, they know that if I hit them up with a message, it don't cost them shit. It don't cost them shit because Spirit told me to give it to them. Okay? I charge them when they come to a reading for me, but if Spirit gives me a message for a client of mine, that's free. Okay? And they can attest to that shit. They'll tell you that that shit is true. Okay? I don't just be hitting up people like, hey, you know what? I got a message. Hit me up. So I'm going to charge you for the message that Spirit told me to give to you. How that sounds? If they say that shit to you, they're conning you. Hierophant is out here first, guys. You want to commit to something. Okay? You want to commit to something, but you want to make sure that it's got the test of time and that shit. Okay? With the sun, like you're ready to go all in. That's what it really feels like. Okay? Knight of Swords. Okay? There could have been some fucking words or something that was exchanged. All right? But you're willing, like, to stand up for something. Hangman, okay? Even if it's a little scary. I'm feeling it, air signs. I feel the courage. You're shooting your motherfucking shot. I like it. Here's the 8 of Wands. You're scared. With the 10 of Wands, it's a little burdensome, okay? Because it's like, I always feel like somebody's watching me and I have no privacy. Oh. All right, but Justice, I feel like you're going after it, okay? And the Emperor, I feel like you're leveling up too. So, you know, I just wanted to give you that. Let's clarify your cards. I did Aries already. If you head over to YouTube, you can rewind and you'll see the fire signs there, okay? Hierophant. Spirit, why is the Hierophant here? For my air signs, please. With the King of Wands, okay? You want to take action, but you don't want to, like, get ahead of your skis, okay? With the King of Wands, all right? I feel like you're trying to time something. You're trying to make sure that it's the right thing, that you're not jumping the gun. At the bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands, there is a lot of communication going on about whatever subject this is, and it could be indirect communication. It could be like having conversations but not necessarily having them head on. It's like tiptoeing. It's like putting your toe in the water. It's like when you go to the pool and you want to go only to your knees first, so you got to get ready, right? It's that kind of frequency, right? You got the Strength card out here. Spirit, why? Strength card is coming out with the 6 of Swords, because whatever you're about to invest in this situation, you want to make sure that it's taking you to calmer waters. And you know, I feel like air signs, you've had your fair share of relationships that was just transient and shit. And this time it feels like you want to, you know, giving you the best that I got, baby. I bet everything on my wedding ring. Oh, right. So whatever you're committing to, whether this is an actual relationship, a new career, you saw how the cards were going to come out, a new career. Ooh, wait. Okay, because we got the Tower here. It's a breakthrough, right? What's on the other side? The High Priestess, intuition that you know in it, right? And the 8 of Pentacles. Something's going to work. But it feels like you want to make sure that it is worth the investment. Okay? The Sun, all right? You are examining the fuck out of this situation with the 7 of Cups. You're looking at all the things that were illusions. The reasons that we're here. You're also replaying relationships. The ones that failed, the ones that tore your heart out, the ones that now you recognize were the catalyst, the turning points to like new roads, right? So in other words, if you didn't go through those heartbreaks, how could you be at this situation, me in this situation? You feel me? So it's like you're looking back at what the things that you lost, how you got to where you are, what makes this different, what's the lessons that you work through, that you're like, this is it, this is it. Make no mistake where you are. Right? So it's real, like it's real, feels really fucking good, guys. It feels really good, but it's like you're double and triple checking this fucking frequency right now. Because you've been led down a road before for having rose-colored glasses. So that's what it is, okay? Knight of Pentacles, right? I also feel like you're wondering if you waited too long, right? Or if like if you wait any longer, if the chance passes you by. So that also could be why this 10 of wands is here. It's like the fear is built in because you don't want the opportunity to pass you by, okay? And you're too guarded. Yeah, so it's like trying to achieve something. You could feel the frequency, right? But you don't want to over-examine something, right? Knight of Swords with the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. And it could be that this other person comes at conflict very differently. So air signs. Let's say we're talking about a relationship. All the air signs don't particularly want to fight much. They rather communicate. But you could be dealing with a fire sign or a Scorpio or, you know, one of the earth signs who like is, you know, a fixed sign, right? Who says what the fuck they mean and they say it with their chest. Very Knight of Swords, okay? And you could feel like, I think this is my person, but I like the less confrontational style. Okay, can we get past that, right? King of Pentacles, because I want to make sure that what we're building is stable. Seven of Wands, and there's not always going to be like this conflict or competition between us, right? Hangman, that's the part you're trying to discern. But it could also be that this person's communication style is very different from your own. You got the Hangman out here. Spirit, why is this Hangman out here for my air signs, please? With the Three of Wands, you need to look at a different perspective, okay? I feel like just as you are looking at all the relationships and how they have kind of shaped you, this person has the same experience. Page of Pentacles, there is an opportunity here to come into some type of balance with the Two of Pentacles, okay? Seven of Pentacles, okay? I feel like feels like two people here are very concerned if there's enough. Is there enough? Is there enough? Remember what was in I think it was water signs. It was talking, could have been fire, but I think it was water signs. It was talking about what's love. You know the love is there. Okay, and with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like knowing that you've only been on the seven and you could get the other three pentacles, but are you doing it with the right person? Okay? But are you doing it with the right person? So it's like you're trying to figure out, right, if you should overly invest, right, with the Five of Cups. But if you stay stagnant too long, that's the push-pull that you're feeling with the Hangman, Aquarius card. Am I waiting too long? Or is this a smart decision? It feels good, but I'm not sure. Temperance, right? And the Chariot, right? And if I, you know, give myself over to this and allow this healing and to come into union with this and, you know, with this Chariot here and move towards this, right? Will I be burdened by it later? Are we really soulmates? Is this the time that we can make it forward? Yeah, you're using your head instead of your heart. You see? So this is the thing. Okay, of weighing the two scenarios. I like that air signs, you have moved into the season of understanding that if you take a step towards something, thank you guys for the share and all the love, that if you take a step towards something and it doesn't work out, that you're not looking for other people to blame and that you recognize that it would be you making a choice. Now, conversely, the problem arises when you get stuck in the thought process. Okay? And I'm not saying ignore red flags, but what I am saying is stay present. Okay? Stay present. You have new discernment to guide you as a compass. And don't think that, you know, all your decisions are going to be made in the frequency of yesterday, because if you do that, then what you're doing is bringing that frequency back into today. So use this new discernment, right? Ask yourself if you want to take this risk, right? To live out loud and be present right now, right? Instead of denying yourself or freezing yourself from enjoying something that could be for you. You won't know till you try, right? This 10 of Wands is like you know, being afraid to choose either thing. Queen of Wands, okay? Very magnetic. You have options. The Two of Swords, okay? You still, it's just like you don't know what to do with the Two of Wands, okay? But the 10 of Cups is here. Okay, and we did see the Two of Cups, you know, your situation away. I feel like you've already done a very, like, grown-up assessment that if you give yourself to something, right, that it's not this person's fault, but, like, you decided it. So that's good, okay? But also don't let the responsibility of knowing that, you know, you are responsible for your own decisions cause you not to make one. All right? Air signs, don't let the responsibility of choosing an outcome stop you from making one. All right? That's what I have for my air signs. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Pull up. Let's go. You're welcome. There you go. Spirit, can you show me what's going on with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Hello, honey. What's going on with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Thank you for the roses, guys. You guys are awesome. Imagination is here. Can we get over 30K likes, guys? Imagination is here. And it's coming out with surrender. I feel like earth signs, you could be trying to, I've been spot on, to control something. Okay? Like you're trying to control something. You don't want like your imagination to get the best of you. Okay? Surrender. Okay? And growth. Envy is at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that is doubt. Abundance in reverse. Look at this. Okay? I feel like this envy, you're feeling energy. Earth signs, I feel like you're not 100% sure where it comes because there's more than one, okay? With the doubt, some of yous are on some as above, so below shit. So once you recognize the frequency, even though you didn't know where it was coming from, it made you want to recognize like, okay, so if this is showing up in my frequency, then I must have it somewhere within me. So it feels like you went on a mission to try to discover what you could be envious of. I feel like this isn't envious of a person. It's envious of an experience. It's like a bucket list thing. let's say you've never been married, right? You could be saying, I'm envious because I recognize now that I really want a relationship. I want to be committed. Like, it could be something like that, not necessarily of a person, okay? And I feel like what you're recognizing right now is that even holding that frequency in your body is causing a lack of abundance in said area. Okay? Okay? You're in a proactive frequency. It's like before, it's like as soon as you recognized that coming from external, it made you start like, fuck what they doing. Where is that in me? What do I feel that I'm missing? It feels like instant. Thank you guys for all the love. You guys are so awesome. I greatly appreciate y'all, for real. All right, so let's pull some tarot. But I feel like that's a large part of it, guys. Over 25K already. Wow, thanks, guys. I feel like that's the thing, right? That it's like and let me finish reading You Dig Into the Darkest Rooms, and that's where the good shit is, okay? Let me finish reading some of these as well, because I didn't even get into this surrender, right? Spirit's telling you, it's almost like a graduation, guys. It's like, don't be afraid of your third eye or your manifestation muscle. Surrender. It's almost like you're afraid, okay? Similar to the air signs where you're like, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, because I'm getting that my ability to manifest is large. And so if I'm concentrating on the wrong thing, I'm manifesting the wrong thing, right? So it's like, you know, if jealousy or envy is coming to me, then I need to purge that within. Thank you guys for all the love. You guys are super awesome, okay? So you're recognizing the formula. It's starting to become like reflexive, right? But Spirit gave you all this discernment so that you can step into the power of the manifestation, not run from it. It is there for you to use. What it is that you're not sure how it bounces back, like reflective, okay? It's like you're not sure how it bounces back, okay? And how it bounces back is in the energy it was given. That's how the fuck it bounces back. So if your energy is pure and you're manifesting for the highest good, and listen, I'm not saying that we're all walking around like earth angels. Some of us are earth angels, right? But what I'm trying to say to you is, will you have faults in your personality? Yes. But when you are motivated to make a decision or go towards something, if that is based on a pure frequency of love and light, then you really can't go wrong if it's in your honesty. Now, if you're doing it out of envy and things like that, that's when we trip ourselves up. And I feel like you're doing the combing, the sifting, the fact that you recognize outside of you that there was some envy, and then that made you conversely look within you, is telling you that you're fucking ready. Tevin Campbell, I'm ready to love, okay? Here's the growth card, okay? Spirit's telling you you're on it, but it's almost like you're afraid. You're afraid, okay? So let's pull you some tarot. Your discernment is growing, but it's making you extra cautious of everything. Yes. But now it's like, now that you know that the discernment is growing, it's about trusting in that, okay? Spirit, can you show me? And it's in reverse, 9 of Wands, okay, in reverse. So Spirit is saying, okay, you don't have to be so fucking defensive anymore. The moon. the pieces within yourself. Seven of Pentacles, right? You've done more than half of the work. Now you're ready to start building, right? But there's a little apprehension. Spirit, can you show me? Wheel of Fortune here, okay? Spirit, what else? Okay, Nine of Cups. Listen, it's about your wish fulfillment, right? Six of Wands, fuck. Okay? And the Page of Wands comes out with the Two of Cups. Listen, some of y'all are worried because y'all already know what it is. Let me just say this. Earth signs. You did so much work. I can see it and I can feel it. There's also a strong feeling of the victory you know is about to fucking hit. But I'm getting two frequencies. Some of you are afraid you might bring somebody along who doesn't deserve it and who could slow down your benefits. And others of yous, it's not that you're worried about bringing the wrong person. But let's say you're in a relationship and your person is not spiritual and you are. Right? And there could be a fear because let's say there's nothing wrong with your fucking relationship other than you believe differently. Right? You might be very fearful that if you go full throttle into this spirituality, that your frequency will be separated from this person. And that the Two of Cups will come out crossed. And that the relationship can't take it. And that could happen, Ten of Wands. But the Eight of Wands, I feel like this is also saying, yeah, there'll be situations, but we could overcome them. We could heal together if we choose to, but the other person has to choose to too. And it looks like you're about to become the Emperor in the Four of Wands, right? And I feel like that's the thing. I'm telling you, some of yous don't want to bring the wrong people with you. Or the wrong situations. It's like you learned so much already. Person who is not in the same ascension thing as you, but it does not mean that they're not headed in the same direction. Okay? Going to use quantum physics as an example. Okay? Spiritual people in the community believe that such a thing as twin flames. Quantum physics believes in, what is it? In entanglement. They really mean the same fucking thing. But one is a scientific definition and one is not. So does it mean that this person isn't believing in what you believe in the manner in which? That would be saying like, you know, someone of a Jewish faith and a Christian faith can't be married because they don't agree on, you know, the Jesus factor. You feel me? It does not mean that you don't have the formula. I just want to put that out there because I'm feeling that heavily. Part of being spiritual is accepting other people are different than yourself. Earth signs. You may feel like the only way you can succeed is by being with somebody just like you. But in reality, you know, yes, opposites attract, but part of the mirror equation is that, you know, when they say 50-50, they don't really fucking mean 50-50. Okay, what they mean is like, let's say I'm a better financial person and my partner could be a better person at like organization. then who should be in charge of finances and who should be in charge of organization? If he goes and organizes everything and then I go and undo it because I feel like I'm better at it knowing that I'm not, then I just fucked it up. Then I undid his 50% contribution. You see? 9 of Wands. Okay, so the 9 of Wands coming out in reverse. Spirit wants you to let go of resisting. With the 2 of Pentacles, you have achieved a certain level where you don't have to. It's almost like you guys want to take on the responsibility of somebody else's enlightenment. Maybe to a certain point, let's say I'm going to use the relationship again. Let's say you're in a relationship and the person is not spiritual and you're saying, well, we've come 60% of the way because I'm the one that manifests, right? I'm going to give you an example. Kelsey, I hope I said your name right, right? Let's just say, for instance, right? But you're making it like it's your responsibility to manifest for this person. Now, you said that his energy is negative and yours is positive. That may be that you speak different languages and, love languages, and maybe that person isn't a fit for you. But also, maybe you're a very shy person who doesn't speak up a lot, right? And your partner is not that way. So they may handle more conflict, right? They may be the voice, right? So my husband that passed years ago, right? People thought I was the mean one. They thought I was the mean one because I say shit and I say it with my fucking chest, right? What they did not know was that he was shy. Oftentimes, a lot of the things we discussed, it was him telling me, we're not doing that. And when the topic would come up, I would address it. That doesn't mean he didn't make the decision. You feel me? Sometimes in relationships, we balance out different parts. Now, if your partner is abusive, verbally abusive or anything like that, then, we're not talking about that. Okay? With the Wheel of Fortune here and the 7 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. I feel like in the past, similar to what happened, right? I feel like in the past, you have given to situations blindly, expecting the best to come out because you're a person who believes in the kindness or the goodness of humanity or people, and you were deceived. Okay? For some of you, it's not even that. It's like you came from a house that was not functional. Like your mother could have had real problems showing love. Okay? And so because of that, it could be very difficult for you to actually be feeling the love. Thank you guys for all the love and for all of the gifts. Can we get over 30K, guys? You think we can make it? But it's like if you don't know, I want to know what love is, right? And real love. And if you've given it to the wrong person, whether it was a family member or a lover, that apprehension still is there. Okay? Thank you guys. I greatly appreciate y'all, right? With the 9 of Cups here, Spirit. Why? With the Knight of Wands, right? So you don't want Listen, it's very similar to my air sign reading that we just did. You guys know that something feels good, okay? But you don't want, it's like, I want to love you for a long time, not just a good time. I've had that. I got the t-shirt. I'm good on that shit. Knight of Cups, like I'm looking for something that is warmer. Okay, Ten of Cups, something that has promise. It doesn't have to show up like the King of Cups right away. Okay, but with the Ten of Cups, it's more like I want it to grow to something. I want to be compatible. I want to have strong roots, a foundation. Seven of Pentacles, not just, you know, the potential for it. I'm getting that very strongly. Guys, thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate you. Right? So this is what that's saying. It's like you're also taking accountability. Like, you know, I recognize that I've loved some of the wrong people. And I gave my frequency to the wrong people. And I just want to be sure. I just want to be sure, right? Six of Wands. Okay, here you are. The victory. You want the victory and the collaboration. And Spirit's like, take the risk. Take the risk. This is the Fool card. Right? Page of Pentacles. There's an opportunity here for equal give and take. Right? Lovers. But what scares you is that you can't just choose them. They got to choose you too, right? Three of Wands. And will they do that always? Right? Will they do that always? And that's what fucking scares you, right? Because earth signs don't like surprises, right? So you want to know if they choose you today, will that be for always? Right? And the reality is always is until it is. And then until it isn't. And I'm going to give you a real example because I learned this in my own life. Okay? Always and forever. Okay? Okay. Always and forever, each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow came true. And every day. And I'm going to tell you what a lot of people don't talk about. Love is until it isn't anymore. So what do I mean by that? People say, I will love you forever. Right? But let's say you marry somebody and you say, till death do us part. You'll always have love for them, but you're not going to be together forever. And I know this because my husband died when he was 33 and I was 35. So we had forever. It's just that in our case, forever was 15 years. You see? So if I was so concerned about forever, and then if Spirit would have told me, yeah, well, 15 years for you is 15, you know, forever for you is going to be 15 years, I probably would not have done it because it means that my heart was going to get ripped out, that I was going to cry, that, right? So you're not going to experience the good shit because forever isn't what you think forever means. Queen of Swords, Page of Wands. So you'll make a bad decision trying to protect yourself. Right? And then you'll be bitter because the opportunity passed you by. Right? Sometimes we are jumping without a net, guys. Are you strong enough in your walk right now to understand that it's part of the experience to take a risk on yourself? Thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate you. Are you strong enough to risk the alpha and the omega, the love, and not knowing where it's going to begin and where it's going to end? Are you strong enough to gamble that? Well, what the fuck did I just say? Two of Cups coming out cross. So you might pass up a love opportunity, soulmate shit, right? Nine of Pentacles because you're afraid that you might end up by yourself, okay? With Ten of Pentacles, but you could also have an opportunity to build generational wealth and legacy, and the Eight of Swords, right? Or you could stay stuck in your fucking mind. Okay? I want you to think about some of the decisions you made. This is in the earth signs. I've done the other signs already. If you missed your element, you can go over to YouTube and rewind. I'm going to give you guys an example. For those of you that went to college, when you first started college, this same question was presented to you. You're making $1,000 of investments, right? Into a future that you don't know. Anything could happen, right? You could do 3 years, step off the curb and get hit by a bus and then not be able to go to school, right? But you took a risk and you invested on yourself for the promise that it could give you one day. It's the same thing, babe. Nothing is fucking promised. Either it holds some type of ability to add to your life or it doesn't. And that's where the answer should, that's what you should be looking at it. Does this add to my fucking life? Okay? Does it add to my life? Because if you're going to make all your decisions on whether this shit is going to work out, a lot of shit doesn't work out. You lost your husband too, right? Right? So for us widows and widowers, we know that life does continue whether we want it to or not. Right? And then we got to be satisfied with I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Right? And I've fallen in love again. So because you might have an ending, you don't want to have a beginning? Come on, earth signs. Come on, earth signs. Y'all did a lot of spiritual work on yourself, but don't hold your breath and not live because you're afraid. Okay? I feel like Spirit's saying, bet on yourself, babes. Okay, so that's what I have for the elements this weekend. Okay, I am going to try to come back on over the weekend to do a reading, not an element read, but a reading for what the fall equinox is going to bring us. Okay, so that probably will be tomorrow. All right, I just want to thank you guys for spending some time with me. I know that you guys have a lot of options of who you could be watching, and I really appreciate the fact that you spend the time with me. Okay, I hope that what I offer to you is, of assistance to you, and that, that we all grow together. Okay, so I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings, gang gang. Bye. Bye, babes.